Hello friends, welcome back to E-Education. I am Akansha and today we are going to discuss class 7 chapter number 3 or changing earth. So let's start this interesting chapter. The lithosphere is broken into a number of plates called lithospheric plates. We all know that earth has many plates. When these contact with each other, so they causes earthquake as we all know. Today in this class we will study endogenic forces and exogenic force. Endogenic force and exogenic force are the part of the earth movements. So let's start with endogenic force. Endogenic force are sudden forces or dystrophic forces. So first, earthquake. As we know, earthquake happens when two lithospheric plates come in contact with each other. So earthquake, this reaction, this thing is taking place inside the surface of earth. Volcano is coming out from the surface of earth. This thing, they all the activities of endogenic force occur inside the surface of earth. And what are exogenic forces? Exogenic forces are the forces which occurs on the surface of earth, like rivers, winds, seas, waves. These causes erosion and deposition. As we know, river takes fertile soil from mountain and deposit it on the plains. Winds carry lot of land pieces and makes versus the place where it deposits sand. Sea waves, we know. Glaciers also carry like this, as the river carry the mineral soil, like that only glaciers carry the mineral soil. Now you know both the types of endogenic and exogenic. So let's first start with endogenic forces. As we have took two example, earthquake and volcanoes causes mass destruction, and due to this many death also occur. Now from the diagram we will know more about volcano. As you all can see, a volcano has a vent. This is the opening. As you can see from here, the magma is coming out through this vent. This vent is the opening on the earth crust. Okay, and nextly this point, as you can see, I am showing you with the cursor, is the crater, and you can see vent. When this molten material magma is inside the earth, inside volcano, till then it is magma, but when it comes out it becomes lava. And as you can see, crust, mantles, layer, magma chamber. So let's see earthquakes structure. So similarly, when earthquakes happen, when two lithospheric plates come in contact with each other, these causes vibration. Now you can understand vibration when we throw stone in water. So you can see circular like structure coming on it. These are the vibration. Okay. And nextly, as we know that earthquake causes vibration on the earth's surface, and the place where the contact of two lithospheric plates takes place is called focus. It is always inside the surface of earth, as it is an endogenic force. And the place just above the focus is the epicenter. It is on the surface of earth. And as you can see, the waves which are caused by earthquake are called seismic waves, and they move from here and there. But the most powerful earthquake occurs in the epicenter, and as far as we go, the earthquake's vibration is less. Okay, now let's understand more about earthquake. As you can see, and as we all know, earthquake hits Bhuj. As you can see in this newspaper, a case study, we know that in 2001 26 Jan, when everyone was celebrating a Republic Day, this earthquake came in Bhuj, and many people died in this earthquake. Now, as we all know that earthquake is measured by a tool called seismograph, and the scale on which it is measured is called Richter scale. Okay, what should we do if earthquake comes? So the, as you can see in it, safe points. First we should go out of our houses and go to safe place. But if you are not able to go out of your house, so you should go in safe points like under a kitchen counter, table or decks. Okay, at any cost you have to save your head, otherwise you will faint and anything can happen. Okay, we have to stay away from fireplaces, chimneys, windows. Okay, and be prepared. We should always be prepared. Landforms. Now let's see this. As we know that landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes, weathering and erosion. So as we know, weathering is the process of breaking rocks on surface of earth. Okay, this erosion when winds or rivers take the fertile soil from one place to another place. The another place which get the fertile soil is Leosis, but the place from where the soil has been took remains in bad condition, as we all know. So these causes erosion. The eroded material is carried away or transported by water, wind, etc., as we have talked about it. Work of river. Let's study the work of river. So the running water is the river, and we all know they always took eroded material in them. As we know, people who grow crops stay near river areas because they know, because the river area contains fertile soil of mountains. Okay, next, as you can see this diagram, featured made by a river in a flood plain. Okay, let's study. As you can see, meanders. Water meanders. As river enters the plain, it twists and turns. It forms loops. As you can see, these are the loops. And these bendings of the river is called meander. And due to continued erosion and deposition, sometimes what happened side of meander, the ends of meander loop comes closer. As we all know, in due to course of time, the meander loop cuts off the river and form cut off, also called oxbow lake. So as you can see, earlier this river was like this, but the eroded soil came here and this formed the oxbow lake. Okay, as it is a flood, it deposits layer of fine soil, we all know. This leads to formation of the floodplains. Okay, these are formed by floods bring fertile soil, so the land rises, and this land rises is called leaves. So nextly, you can see distribution of river and delta. When river is coming and mixing in the sea or main water body, it divides into further parts, and this collection and the what happens, they also deposit their eroded material. So this is called delta. Nextly, we will see work of sea waves. As you can see, work of sea waves. So what happened? Sea waves, see, if you can see in this diagram, stack, sea arc and sea cave. So let's study what happens. These sea waves hit the rocks or many big rocks. So what happens, due to hitting of sea waves, the rocks started breaking and forms a cave like structure. This cave like structure is called sea cave, and when the water waves keep hitting the surface, the cave becomes big and becomes an sea arc. And a final position comes when the water hits so much on the rock that it divides into further parts and forms stacks. Steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above sea water is called sea cliff. Now let's see the work of ice. As we know, glaciers are river of ice. And what happens? They also do the same work like rivers. When they flow, so they also take eroded material with them. These deposit glaciers moraines. So nextly, work of wind. Now let's study work of wind. Wind is an agent of erosion. What happens, like the wind takes the soil, fertile soil from one place to another place, and the place where this fertile soil is deposited is called Leosis. So as we know, what happens, sometimes the Leosis are too big and these Leosis form hills like structure, and this is called sand dunes. And mushroom rocks, what are these? Sometimes what happened that, so what happened, when air is coming, so it deposits lots of land, but sometimes it deposits more land on the above and less land on the surface, and it forms a mushroom like structure. This is called mushroom rocks.